Today we're doing a relatively fast review of a $40,000 garage gym. I previously released 2 videos each time I've updated my garage gym, and they've been a little lengthy for my taste. So today I wanted to put out something that was easy to digest and to show you everything that we've updated in our garage gym. We're gonna start off with SISU Sauna. I did a brand deal with SISU about 4 months ago. I love the company, I love the owner, I love the sauna itself. This bad boy, 4 months later, it still smells like cedar on the inside here. Every time I get in there, I look forward to it. It's super relaxing. Primarily, I've been using it post-workout, and occasionally I get to use it like after bath time. We'll get in there and it can help me relax. My wife is currently pregnant, so she can't currently use the sauna with me, but prior to that, she was using the sauna with me, and it was great quality time. We would just sit there, we would do something healthy, while at the same time we would get to chit chat about life. So I'm really, really happy that I purchased that sauna. Eventually, we'll put it in my backyard. We just finished the in-home remodel. Once we get to the backyard and we start doing landscaping, we'll move it back there. But for the time being, this was really convenient to put it by the garage gym. First piece of equipment, Ruck belt squat. I have a full review of this, guys. It's like a lengthy review on it, so we're not gonna really talk about it very much, but what I will say is I am still really glad I purchased it. For me, I needed something that would allow me to train my quads without having a bar on my back, not because I have back issues, but because when you have a bar on your back, your limiting factor is your ability to stay upright. And I also needed something that didn't require me to hold dumbbells, because I wanted to put the emphasis on my quads, not on axial fatigue or on the fatigue of my grip. I wanted the fatigue to be coming from my quads. So this allows me to both hinge and squat, which is awesome. Also, as you age, you do want something that's a better option without compression of the spine. So this will be incredible in the next 20, 30 years of my life. These are weight it out plates. They're super thin, 45-pound plates. I absolutely love them. I'm super, super glad that I bought them. They're very easy to use because they're so thin, so you can really stack them on pieces of equipment. They're really, really spacious. I'm glad I purchased those. Over here, we got an Omni Wall. This is essentially what this apparatus that's on my wall is called. It's an Omni Wall. It allows you to put all these different attachments on there. We've got our Ruck belt squat, we've got our TRX, yada, yada, yada. Want to draw attention to a couple things. This is spiral strength. This is their rope attachment. It's really cool. Also, Erg, they have this rope attachment. I'm really enjoying both of these and really glad I purchased them. Grim Reaper, this is their knockoff of the Versa grips. Much, much, much more affordable. Really enjoy those. One of the fun things about being a business owner in the fitness industry is you can buy all these various different attachments and try them out. Something else that I got to try that I'm really surprised about was a sauna hat. Being 100% honest with you, I've seen influencers advertising these freaking things. I will never do that. But when they did it, when I see it, I was like, oh my God, guys, are you like that hard up for money? You need to sell sauna hats? But then a client of mine, Rich, he actually bought me this Viking hat, which is fucking hilarious. And I got to try it out for the first time, and it does have some credibility. You definitely have heat escaping from your head when you're in the sauna, and this just really amplifies the effect of a sauna. So if you're very into using the sauna or you own a sauna, I would recommend buying a sauna hat. And if you're gonna buy a sauna hat, why not buy a fucking hilarious one? This one I think is just, it's amazing. Other stuff we have, thinking of being an influencer, go Ruck. They sent me a weight vest. Best weight vest I've used, hands down. Love it for rucking, love it for doing dips, pull-ups, etc. Stackable steps. We can use them for step-ups, side step-ups. Sometimes I use them in my belt squat to get deeper in my hinge position. We have a squat wedge here. This is by Rogue. They make the absolute best squat wedge in the game. I went with a 15-degree angle. It's just enough that I can get down nice and deep, get a full range of squat, while at the same time staying very, very upright. So putting an emphasis on my quads. Over here, we have dumbbells. We've got rubber dumbbells. We've got them from 10 to 50. The reason why I bought these rubber dumbbells is my wife hates using the adjustable dumbbells because you have to set them down gently. So for her to use like 50-pound dumbbells or 40-pound dumbbells and then have to put them down gently, it's too taxing. So she really wanted these. And then lucky enough, a friend of mine who owns this content studio in the city, he was selling all of his used equipment because he was getting new equipment. And essentially he was like, Jake, what do you want to give me for these? And I was like, all right, if my wife needs them and I'm getting them at a crazy price, it was a no-brainer. We bought these. The only subtraction from this, like downside, is that it does take up a lot of space. So we bought her 10 to 50 pound dumbbells. Occasionally I use them. And then we bought these 90s so that I have something a little bit heavier. I have not tried the Rep Pepins yet. They're brand new on the market. I think they go all the way up to 130. But outside of that, and I do want to try those, this is the best adjustable dumbbell on the market, bar none. They go from 5 all the way to 80 pounds. These are smart fit adjustable dumbbells. I really enjoy those. We've got an adjustable bench over here. For me, it was most important that could go both incline, also at the same time, go all the way down to decline, it not be too heavy so that my wife can use it, she can move it around, and it not be too expensive because it's a fucking bench for a gym. It really doesn't need to cost a fortune. So I believe I went with Titan with this, really reasonable cost. It was the perfect bench for us. I'm just gonna show you guys a couple things. We have these mirrors with the lighting in the background, awesome. If you wanna point up here, we have these blackout shades, which I literally have a remote for, I can pull it down. And then we have a wall-mounted garage door opener. Unless you're getting paid to make content, like you have a business like I do, where I have a coaching business, I help hundreds of people lose weight, do not spend the money. It's way too expensive to get a wall-mounted garage door opener. It's surprisingly expensive. But because I shoot so much content in here, for me, it was a worthwhile investment. And now for the foundation of the gym. This is a power rack with a functional trainer attachment. This is the Reps Athena. If you search my name on YouTube, Jacob Zemer, Reps Athena, I have a full review of this piece of equipment. It's so in-depth, there's so many things going on here, I'm not gonna be able to talk about it in a relatively quick garage gym review, which is what we're shooting today. But here's what I'll say. It's a 6-post, that's the rack, 2, 4, 6, and then it has this functional trainer component, which just simply means it has dual cable pulleys. So I can do all my cable work here, I can do all my squat rack, anything I would do in a rack, I can do here. I'm super glad that I bought this piece of equipment. It definitely is the foundation of my gym. It's the single most used piece of equipment in my entire garage gym. And Reps Fitness, the company that makes this, an amazing company. I'm really glad that I made this purchasing decision. That's it. Let's walk away from it at that. I also purchased lever arms. Was that worthwhile? If you're passionate about fitness, if you have a budget for it, they're worthwhile getting. For most people, if you're just trying to keep it lean and mean, I would not end up getting lever arms. I got the Rogue lever arms. I got the gym pin attachment, which lets me move it in and out. And then I got Vendetta Strength, which allows me to pin it to different locations depending on what my needs are. Again, I personally am glad that I got lever arms, but for most of you, I would not suggest that you go ahead and purchase these. I have the Rogue handles that they came with, the lever arms, and then I also purchased these from Mutant Metal. They're custom handles. This company, like Reps Fitness, Mutant Metals, the gentleman who owns this company, incredible guy. I'm so happy that I did business with him. I can't speak highly enough about Mutant Metals as a company. Really, really enjoyed working with them. Other attachments that I have for this thing, I got these Rogue attachments. You can use these to do split squats. I can do back extensions with them. I have 2 of them. That's my power rack. We've got a Kabuki strength bar here. Amazing piece of equipment that can adjust to multiple angles. You can set it to all different things, whether you want to hinge, whether you want to squat, whether you want a high bar squat, etc., etc. Back here, we have my kettlebells. My wife wanted these kettlebells, just like she wanted those rubber dumbbells. She uses the rubber dumbbells. She does not use the kettlebells. Thank God though, again, we got them secondhand. They're from my friend who sold the content studio. So they didn't cost me what they should have. I am gonna end up getting them power coated because of that, but we barely use the frickin' things. We've got all my barbells over here, keeping with that dark, moody theme. They're all black. We've got a calf block, it's homemade over there. We've got a burn board. And then in the very back of the corner, we have the dip attachment. I have used this dip attachment about as many times as my wife has used the kettlebells. So we made fun of my wife for a minute. We're gonna make fun of me for a second. I have never used that dip attachment. Then over here, we have a floor glute ham developer. Eventually, I want to get rid of this and I want to get a commercial grade leg curl, a seated leg curl, but that's on the horizon. At some point, I'm going to buy, I've been looking left and right on Facebook Marketplace for a commercial grade seated leg curl. Then we have our cardio equipment. We've got an assault bike, we've got a rower, a ski erg, we've got this concept bike. Eventually, I'm going to probably get rid of 2 of these pieces of equipment and then add on a commercial leg press. But that is it for now. This is a $40,000 all-in garage gym. That is my present setup. The only thing that I think is going to change over the next year, that floor GHD is going to go away. 2 of these pieces of equipment are going to go away. And then I think it's going to become a $50,000 garage gym because I'm going to buy a commercial grade leg press and I'm going to buy a commercial grade seated leg curl. That's my garage gym. That's a relatively quick review of my garage gym. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like what you saw today, follow me here on YouTube. You can hit subscribe. You can always follow me on Instagram, where the majority of my following is. We put out one long format piece of content each and every single week here on YouTube. And then we put out shorts on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, each and every single day. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed my garage gym as much as I do.